And today I'm going to tell you about creating a new menu item on the D2 Davis & Partners content management system. In front of you, you're going to see the sample site that we set up in an earlier episode. I'm on the home page right now. You'll see Hello World, and this is test, and then the About and the Contact pages. What we're going to do is we're going to add a navigation item to the site so that it appears up here in the main navigation and allows you to move to another page within the site. In the previous episode, when we created new pages, I created this contact page, and within the page editor itself, I had it generate this navigation item. Well, this time we're going to do it by hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip over to the administrative interface, and so right now I'm at the dashboard. I'm going to click on menus over here. And you're going to see the three navigation items that we've already created. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to choose, I'm going to leave it at primary for this particular one. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say test 1 is our menu title. And then for the target, I'm going to give it a website. So I'm going to have it go to cnn.com when it's clicked. So this just allows you to create a link on your main navigation to an external site, whether that be a blogging platform that you're using like WordPress.com or someplace else that has relevant information about your site. I don't recommend offloading a visitor to your site to a completely separate website that really has no tie to your site. It just adds confusion, and you don't want to confuse the visitors to your site any more than you need to. So I typically would use this if I had another blogging platform set up someplace that I already used in the past, like WordPress, and I'm linking over to my specific blog. So it does remain relevant, and shipping them over there is not a huge jump for the visitor. So, but in this case, I'm just going to use the CNN website, and I'm going to say add. So now you're going to see this test 1 navigation item up here just above home. And if we flip back over to the website and we refresh it, you'll see test 1 now, and if you look down in the lower right corner, you'll see that it's going to www.cnn.com. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to reorder that. I'm just going to move it down here to someplace relevant. I like to keep home as the first option in the navigation. But I'm going to add a secondary navigation item to the one that I just created. So I'm going to come down here, and rather from the primary or the parent menu, I am going to choose test 1. And for the menu target, I'm going to call it test 2. And in this particular case, I'm going to send the visitor to msn.com. So I'm going to do http://www.msn.com. Okay, so notice that the parent is test 1 because I want it to appear under the test 1 navigation item, and the target is going to be msn.com. Now, if this happened to be an internal page, like say we created a news page on this particular site, I could click Browse Pages, and it would launch this dialog, and we would have a news page listed here, and I could click on that, and it would add that to the menu target. But in this case, we're going to keep with the external theme, and we're going to use msn.com. So I'm going to click Add. So now you see that it doesn't show up in here because it's not technically a primary navigation item. So if I come over here and I choose test 1, so you see test 1 now in secondary navigation. There you'll see test 2, and you can edit it or delete it, depending on what you want to do. But if we're going to come back over to the sample site, and I'm going to refresh this page, you're going to see test 1 moved over, and now we have a test 2 underneath it as our secondary navigation. Now, technically, usually you're going to have a little bit better navigation, and maybe this test 2 will show up a little bit more prominently. But in this particular case, it was a quick and dirty sample, so it's not quite as visible as I'd like it. But for the sake of demonstration, we're going to leave it as it is. So now, if you roll over it, you'll see down in the lower in the lower left that MSN.com is its target, and that's where it's heading if you click on it. So that's a quick overview about creating navigation items with the menu management tool. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact Davis and Partners, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thanks a lot.